There's a ton of fish in this current. There we go. Dude, we got one. That thing is crazy. Wow. This is different. What is cranking, wieners? Welcome back to probably one of the most scenic spots you'll ever see me fish. We're changing things up. Last night I had this crazy idea that instead of going out on a boat trying to catch some spring bass, we'd go out and do some urban ditch cast netting. This is something that Caleb and I have been wanting to do for quite some time. As you guys have probably seen in past videos, we're doing a lot of urban fishing, exploring some really unique waterways. And in these unique waterways are some really weird fish. This is a particular spot that we visited maybe a month ago, and we saw some fish that I honestly don't recognize. I have no idea what they are, and the only way to catch them is with a cast net. Also, full disclosure, this is my first day ever throwing a cast net, so I'm pretty rusty at this. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, but we've got it's a 4 foot, it's like a 3 foot cast net, and we've got the big dog over here. Caleb's from Florida, so he's thrown these a couple times. That's a big one, right? That's an 8 foot. Yeah. Something like that. So we've got a couple different methods of catching that. I did bring some rods too in case it gets really bad. This is just something that I've wanted to always do. Like, there's a bunch of cool creeks around here in DFW, and they're loaded full of like strange fish. Like, we're gonna go to a spot today that potentially has like some sort of weird goldfish in it, so I'm gonna check that out, see if we can catch them. Total catch and release today. We actually brought a little fish tank with us too, so if we do pop anything and manage to capture some weird stuff, we can put it in here and show you guys up close and personal. But anyway, this is going to be a really interesting one. Urban cast net fishing at its finest. Stick with us, stay tuned, wieners, and let's go get them. Oh wow, you're a lot better than I am. First catch going on. Let's see, did we get anything? We caught something, but it's not what we want. It's a little largemouth. Dude, first cast. I've never thrown a cast net before, and it's a largemouth. That's nuts. Oh man, poor guy. There we go. Put him in the tank real quick to show you guys. Look at that. Our first catch of the day, a little bizzle. Full disclosure, we're not going after largemouth today. You can't cast net game fish. We're after bluegill and shad and any sort of rough fish like a gar or a carp. That's a cool first catch. Little LMB. This is not the one we wanted to get. All right, he's gonna go back in. See you, buddy. Little accidental bycatch there, but he's safe and sound. Dude, that's so sick. Put her there. First ever throw in the water, we got one. That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna get another toss in here. This is basically just like a really deep, clear water pool, and there's a bunch of weird stuff in there. I don't know how they live here in the wintertime. Last night, it got to like below 30s. Like, it was snowing, so these guys are probably a little bit lethargic, which is gonna be good for us because they won't move around as much. That's so sick. That was kind of dusty. Bad cast, maybe you'll get lucky though. Nope, didn't get lucky. I feel like the problem is once you start casting, they get a little smart. So if I threw one over there, they're probably gonna start moving over here now. That was also a terrible cast, like awful. The water is so cold, dude. I'm freezing already. We should have done this on a warmer day. Oh, I got something. What do I have? That's the target species right there. I believe this is, yeah, it's a little bluegill. That's so cool, man. So we've got 2 different species out of one hole. Let's put them in the tank. My buddy Extreme Philly Fishing does this. He likes collecting species as if he's playing Pokemon. I believe he takes some of the smaller fish and puts them in a tank like this. That is just your regular, ordinary bluegill. Actually, if you were looking for a good bass bait this time of year, this would be the perfect size, the perfect fish. All right, gonna send him back. That's so sick. Nice. 2 for 2. Ew. See you, buddy. All right, we're gonna take a couple more casts back here. Then we're gonna progress, gonna move to some different zones. A little bit of urban cast netting, changing it up, you know. We've been doing a lot of the same stuff, I feel like, recently, but this is something really different. And if you live in an urban setting or the suburbs, you can do this. Just check your regulations. There's different net sizes for states and all that. In Texas, they're just like, yo, whatever you wanna do, have at it. That was a decent one. I'm getting a little bit better. Slowly but surely. What do we got? Anything? Negative. All right, let's move. Go to some shallower water. There's some cleaner water just around the bend, and that's where those weird fish are living. Hopefully they're still there. There's a ton of fish in this current. There we go. That might work. Yes. Oh no, we have another bass. That's not good. Is that a bass? Yeah, it is. Oh no, 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 it's one of those suckers. Dude, we got one. That thing is crazy. This is so cool. Well, I didn't think it would happen this fast, but we pulled up to this next spot, which looks so cool. Like, you would never guess what's behind me is in the middle of like an apartment complex, but we got the fish that I was talking about. You guys will probably be able to ID this fish really quickly. We also have a bluegill in here too. We got a 2-for-1. I'm gonna get these guys undone real quick. Some sort of sucker. Nice little gilly. So cool. Again, really awesome for bait. It's perfect size for a largemouth. I'm gonna send him back right away. Then we have this thing. It's some sort of sucker, obviously, but it looks weird to me. Like, he's got stripes and he's golden. I'll have to look it up later now that I've got a better look at this fish, but you guys will have to let me know what the hell this thing is. It's a really cool little fish. Caleb actually made a pretty good point. It sort of looks like a little bonefish. I don't know if you can catch these guys with hook and line. I imagine if you use like a little tiny grub or a night crawler, you'd be able to trick one to eating. But in this case, we just used a cast net. Oh, there he goes. See, bud, back down she goes. It's kind of big too. Like, I would have figured if there was sucker in here, they'd be little. I think it was about 12 inches. I'm gonna look it up later, but you guys are probably already in the comments saying, dude, that's a golden nose wiener sucker, a bronze back butthead sucker. I don't know. I have no idea what the hell that thing is. I'm actually pretty good with my species and telling which one apart. That's a mystery to me. That's so cool. So the nice part about this type of fishing that we're doing is it's completely visual. Just like ordinary sight fishing with a rod and reel, we're stalking down the deeper holes in which we see fish. If we don't see anything, we just keep moving. But some of these deeper little holes and crevices obviously have fish. So once we see fish, I'm kind of like taking a moment, settling down, waiting for them to group up, and throwing in the net. Really interesting way to capture fish. Normally, if you're cast netting in a scenario like this, you're doing it for bait. Today, we're just doing it for fun. We might come back out here and grab some bait for like a, you know, a live bait bass mission or a catfishing mission. But for now, we're just doing this for fun. I've never thrown a cast net before, so this is kind of like my practice run, more or less. All right, it gets really, really skinny and shallow here, so we're gonna have to be kind of low key. There's those fish. There's a whole school of them. I think I got one. I think I might have got one. Did I? Oh, I missed him. I went right on top of him for sure. Oh, there they go. They're really spooky now. Damn. Out of all my casts, that was the one I was most confident with. It's a giant sunny. See if we can get him. Oh, as soon as I said that, he bounced. That's a long ear. That's not even a sunfish. Hang on, don't you move. I got him, dude. I actually got him. That was so sick. Dude, that's a really cool fish. Again, a new species. Sight fishing for him. That's so freaking nuts, dude. Look at this thing. This is actually one of my favorites to catch on rod and reel, which I wish I would have had in that moment, but still really cool to show you guys the uniqueness of these urban creeks. Get in the water real quick. That right there is a long-ear sunfish. And I think how they get their name goes without being said. We've got that crazy long gill there. They look pretty much just like an ordinary bluegill, other than the fact that they've got that weird looking gill plate. Such a sick looking fish. They're absolutely gorgeous too. That's a pretty big one. I didn't know there was any in this creek. So cool. Again, all for fun. We're gonna take this guy and put him back unscathed and unharmed. See you, Buster. See you, buddy. Take care, Jimbo. Definitely gonna come back out here at a later date and grab some gills. Flathead catfish love gills and they have to be alive. So this would be an awesome, very simple, easy spot to gather bait in public waters and then, you know, fish with them in like a big dam scenario. So cool though, this is really working out. I'm heading back to the truck right now because I want to grab my rod. There's actually a lot of really nice bluegill in this creek and we didn't really set out to catch bluegill with a cast net. We were out here to try to catch some rough fish like those suckers and maybe a, I don't know, a gar, catfish, or some shad. But we ended up accidentally catching one bass, a couple gills, and one sucker. So it wasn't like a huge bust. Got a little grub, little fly slash soft plastic with a tiny little float and a 4-foot rod with some extra light line. Let's see if we can pop a couple. It's a good fish. Come on. Oh, there's a bass. Is that a bass? Got him. Got him. Dude, that was so sick. That was actually really cool. My my little grub was on the bottom, and I was working like a regular bass jig, and we happened to catch a long ear. This is my first long ear of the season. Really cool fish. This actually counts. Cast netting bluegill does not count, but getting them on the finesse float and fly, that is actually a really fun way to do it. When I was a kid, I used to like love collecting bluegill, like not actually collecting them, but seeing how many different species I could catch. Catching red ears, pumpkin seeds, green sunfish, just the regular old Reggie bluegill. Got her unhooked. One last look. Thank you, darling. So much fun. And like, I think people have mistaken spots like this for just kind of trash holes, you know, which it is to a certain extent, but this is an awesome place to bring your kid and teach them how to fish. Like, there's a lot of really awesome fishing to be had in the suburban urban settings. And I know I've said it 100 times, it's like a freaking broken record, but I'm trying to make the point that you can go out here and enjoy these waterways and not have to travel an hour outside of the city limits to go catch bass, bluegill, trout, carp, whatever you're looking for. Pretty sure I got a ticket. No, what is this? Oh, no way. One of you guys left me a note. Joey Richard. Case, your dad left me a note on on my truck. I thought I was getting a ticket. We always park in this like apartment complex, and there's like towaway signs everywhere. I'm like, okay, this is the day I'm actually getting stung. No, this is great. Hey John, love what you do. Blessing on your baby. My son is one of your biggest fans. His birthday is coming up. Give him a sub or a shout out at Small Time Fishing. Check him out, Small Time Fishing. Case, if you're watching this video, man, shout out to your dad. He must be a really good dad to leave notes like that on my truck, because then you get a shout out. Anyway, that's really cool. Okay, let's focus. GoPro's rolling on the creek. Hopefully we capture the Loch Ness Monster. We're gonna grab some food. What are you thinking? Maybe Mexican? Indian? Caleb said anything. Caleb's go-to moves whenever we go to the restaurant, I'll order something, he's like, yeah, I'll get that too. He's like, this kid literally will eat anything. I could literally order like liver and bratwurst and be like, yeah, I'll get that too. Anyway, we're gonna go grab some grub and we'll meet you guys spot number 2. All right, we're at spot number 2 now. This is where hopefully we can get something weird. We're like basically, and I would say in the heart of Fort Worth now. The stockyards are just over there. Caleb and I filmed part of the casting concrete just around these parts, and when we were here last we saw some pet fish floating around in the local ecosystem, so we're gonna see if we can capture one today. Hopefully they're still there. We're hyping it up like it's just gonna happen, but you know how these things work. If they were here, we'd be able to see them. They'd probably be up on the surface. They might have gotten washed away. I'm really nervous about putting my mouth on this net, being in this water too. I might be throwing up later tonight. Severe diarrhea. Well guys, we couldn't catch a goldfish, so now we're going to spot number 3. Well, we did exactly what I thought we'd do. We hyped up the goldfish spot too much. They were incognito. Caleb actually brought up a good point. They might have died because it got really cold like 2 weeks ago. Like, a lot of the small waterways around here froze solid, so couldn't get the epic goldfish. But we are at the last spot of the day. This is a spot I used to fish a lot when I lived in Hearst. There's a little tiny pond over here. We're gonna go flip around the lunker log so we can get a bass. All right, got 2 of my little twiddle sticks, 7-foot Guggen Gold spinning, and a little 4-foot bluegill craparad. Pond's just down yonder. Go peep it. Ton of minnows over here. Looks promising. All right, we'll start here. We're kind of out of the wind. Concrete. Holds heat. Has a 10-pounder on. There's a little largemouth right there. Never mind. Got caught in the grass. It's a nice one right there. Good fish. Literally out of nowhere, I'm starting to see fish. Just saw like 3 bass, 2 which were pretty nice. There's 2 more coming in right here. They like this little corner. There's actually 3 fish right there. I need the wacky worm. All right, going in. Switch things up, throwing it the lunker log wacky style. He's fishing to be kind of suspended, so maybe something a little more subtle like this will grab their attention. There's so many freaking fish over here. I'm actually kind of surprised. Yep. No! I just had him. Shoot. I wasn't expecting to eat that quick. He like crushed it instantly. I like do not have my bank fishing skills on point ever since I've been fishing off the boat so much. That was the trick though. They were not eating the lunker log on the shaky head. They definitely want it slow and steady above their heads. It's a grind out here. Oh, there's one. Got him. Feels decent. Oh my God, he just came off. You've got to be joking me. That was a decent fish too. It's official. I suck. That was a nice fish. Absolutely crushed me. Holy hell, it's a giant. That's like actually a big one. That was a big fish. Look at the size of that one. Right on top of the rock. That's the one I saw. That's a big fish. That would make my day. Oh, he just crushed it. Damn it. Finally. Dude, I am so rusty. I don't know if I'm rusty with bank fishing or if I'm rusty with the spinning rod, because I've been using an 8-foot rod for the past like 2 months with big heavy line, but holy hell do I suck today. I'll be the first one to say, you guys, I'm just gonna save you the energy that you're gonna use to type out the comments. I suck today. I've actually sucked for the past couple days. We've gone pond fishing. There's so many fish here too. It's like 5 fish, one of which is about 4 pounds. Looks like a pre-spawner, big old pre-spawner. We're not giving up though. A couple more casts. I feel it. All right, Wieners, last cast today. I have to go in at some point. These fish are driving me absolutely nuts. I'm actually driving myself nuts. Fish aren't doing anything bad. I'm the one that's whiffing. No, I gave it a roll. Not really, but we tried. We tried. At least this morning was fun. We got some action in the morning at the cast net. That was good. I'll meet you guys back at the truck. No way. No way. I just got throttled. Hang on. The day's not over. Got some seashells. There you go. Got him. Got him. Keep fishing, never stop, baby. Dude, this is exactly how that last video ended too. It was like me mindlessly like grinding like an idiot trying to catch a fish. I ended up catching a little one. This actually might be bigger than the last one that I caught at the end of the day in one of our most recent videos, but we did it. We caught a bass. We caught a bass via cast net on accident, and then also the real way on the rod and reel. We appreciate you, little Jimmy. Thank you so much. All right, guy. See you later. Whee! Put it there. Mission accomplished. Need help? You got it. Yeah, thanks. Okay, that also works. I'm so glad I was recording. Oh, wow. Never know what's lurking in these dirty little ditches. Big old tainers. Good one. Good one. Good one. Bit of a hairy spot. Oh, she's under the log. There we go. Come here. Come here. There we go. Yes, sir. We still got it. Look at that one. Nice little healthy pre-spawner. Might have been a pound a week ago, but these fish are getting their egg sacs going. Look at the gut. That's the sound of meat. Still have it. We still have it. I thought I lost my mojo, but that right there is a decent little pond bass. Freaking epic. Let's go, baby. Had to sneak in a fish before he left. What a way to end the day. Nice little chunky 2-pounder. This might be a spot we come back and revisit with the kayaks. Oh. Ooh. That right there felt good. All right, we're gonna wrap this up and meet you guys back in the truck. Well, Wieners, that was quite a day. I'm not really sure what to call this video or what to make of it, but it was definitely interesting. Caleb and I had this concept in our heads written down for quite some time, and we decided today to execute it. It's pretty windy, so we figured we wouldn't get the boat out today and get throttled around in the waves, and use this opportunity to try something new. And it was fun. If you guys like these type of videos where we go around to some urban spots or maybe some more rural areas, do some cast netting, maybe for bait next time, drop a comment, let us know. The only way we know if we're doing something right or wrong is if you guys tell us right down there in the comment section. But I'm wiped. I smell bad. I'm gonna go rinse my mouth with vodka when I get home because I'm pretty sure I contracted some sort of disease from these creeks. But in all, so much fun, and I was excited to bring you guys along with the journey. We're peacing out, signing out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And as always, folks, keep fishing, never stop.